Hi Spain fans, hola chicos, Richard back again, and we're in my hometown today of Arboleas, where we're going to do a walk around, part drive around video. We did one a couple of months back now, I think February or March, where we showed you a great deal of what our wonderful town here in Almeria has to offer, but today we're going to start and look at it from a different perspective. I'm going to go to the very outside of town where there's a big industrial estate and kind of bring you back into the town centre, and we'll visit some business premises, bars, etc. that we didn't get a chance to go and see on the last video. Very much hope you enjoy this, and the whole idea, as I say, is really to show what our fantastic town here, 35 minutes inland from the coast in Almeria, has to offer for anyone who wants to come and buy a wonderful holiday home or live here full time perhaps. Just a fantastic destination. Hope you enjoy this little film, and let's get going. So apologies for the background noise, but I suppose that's what happens when you come and you're parked right by the side of a very busy road. So as I said at the start, what I've done is come to the very outskirts of town onto what is now called in Spanish a poligono. Back in the UK it's called an industrial estate. This is on the main road from, as you leave Albox, coming in just as you're entering Arboleas. So it's the Arboleas poligono. It's a hive of activity, an abundance of great things going on here, and very much of them are very practical things that we need day to day. So for example, you've got lots of mechanics, you've got some fantastic bar restaurants. Just behind me there is a 10-pin bowling alley, Bolera, which I'll go in and have a little film around and show you what we've got there. So all the kind of things we need for practical living, and I hope when I'm doing these kind of videos it just shows you what facilities we've got here on our doorstep. And to be fair, if we haven't got them in Arboleas, 5 minutes down the road there behind me, you've got Albox. So again, massive town, great big weekly street markets, etc. So we don't struggle, you know, if we need to go out and buy a bath tap, or we need to go and get our hair done and stuff like that, we've got everything we need on our doorstep. So I'm just going to wander down now into the 10-pin bowling alley and see if I can do a little bit of filming in there. But I thought before I went in, I'll show you, as I said, this polygono or industrial estate straddles either side of the main road, running between Albox and Arboleas, and then going past Arboleas back down to the coast motorway. Just on my left there, you've got a fantastic furniture store and builders merchants, I suppose. Muebles Rodriguez has English speakers there. Next door to them, you've got a store very popular in Andalusian, sells wonderful patio sets and garden furniture. I don't know if you can see it, they're just in the distance, perched on the left, one of my favourite restaurants and bars in Arboleas, a well-known music venue. Of course, during Corona, we haven't been able to do a lot of the concerts and stuff, but they've, in the last month, just started up again, and they've already had some amazing gigs over there. But fantastic. I suppose like an American diner, the burgers are absolutely amazing. They do ribs, they do cocktails, they do drinks, and ask anyone who's been lucky enough to go for a nice lunch or a dinner there and they won't be disappointed. So, and then back over to this side, you can see you've got the bowling alley here. So let's pop in and see if we can do a little bit of filming. So very kindly, the Bolera have let us come in and film, and the first thing you get when you come in the door here, you've got a fantastic bar and restaurant. Food in here is absolutely amazing. You can get, it's a mixed Spanish and English menu, so you can get fish and chips and burgers, but alongside some of the Spanish favourites. And then coming on through, you can see the bowling lanes all here in front of me. Such a popular sport. I mean, it's not so busy today, but there's often days when you come here, there's lots of syndicates that play out of here, and they'll have 8 lanes going together. Pool area, dartboards. This can be hired for private parties and stuff like that. It's a great venue. We've often had New Year's Eve parties in here, and they've been absolutely spectacular. And then tucked away over in this little corner, favourite bowling shoes, if you can remember those. We used to steal those from Dagenham Heathway when I was a kid. I don't know why we wanted to wear them. We've got a lovely little arcade, air hockey, basketball machines and stuff like that. So just a fantastic entertainment venue. And literally from the centre of Arboleas, this is no more than 3 minutes drive. So continuing up through the industrial estate here, Arboleas Industrial Estate, I've just gone past Autofex, which is one of the area's best, I suppose, second-hand car dealerships. Very, very good reputation, some excellent cars in there. So again, coming over here, getting shot of your UK plated cars and stuff, and picking up a Spanish replacement, not difficult to do. And I'm wandering along now. I thought what we do is just coming up on my left, is a fantastic, well, like a B&Q equivalent, I suppose, in the UK. All this hardware store, bricolage, whatever you want to call it. This is absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you speak to anyone who lives here in Arboleas, then they swear by this place. You've got fantastic English-speaking staff, a wonderful range of stock, everything, lighting, paint, bathroom stuff, tiles, and just a whole raft of guys on hand always to help you out. So you can see this here behind me. I'm going to pop in there. I'm sure they'll let us have a little walk around and a film, and I can explain some of the stuff, but just really to give you an example of what you can find in this sort of store over here. So I've just come on into Aldersur, and I think, like any hardware store equivalent in the UK, I kind of split into sections that kind of more or less make sense once you get to know where you're around. So you've got kind of working clothes, utility clothes, you know, all your stuff like gardening gloves and things like that here. And then really great pet section that does kind of toys, clothes, collars, all this kind of stuff. Cat beds, cat boxes and everything. I don't know if you can get this sort of thing in Home Base or B&Q, but yeah, also a very good wine warehouse as well. So coming on into the main part of the store, and I think one of the most useful sections, certainly during the coronavirus and the lockdowns, how many people haven't been painting their garden walls. You've got all these wonderful houses now, absolutely sparkling, never seen them cleaner because of all these paint sections. In fact, I was actually here myself yesterday. I've managed to get some special paint literally for painting the coving around pool tiles, which is water resistant and very durable. I'm just going to tidy them up. So you can see there, you've got Amorite, you've got every sort of paint for wood, for metal, for concrete, waterproof paint. And similar to the UK, you've got a whole load of colour swatches and stuff over here, and then you've got the mixing station. So for example, the paint I got yesterday for the coping stones, I've gone for a light grey, and that was mixed from a base. Took them 10 minutes and cost me €20, I think it was. So continuing through centrally, you can see here, section all your drills and power tools and drill bits and disc cutting blades, etc, etc. The heavy duty hardware. You can buy chainsaws in here, leaf blowers, etc. This little section's all to do with pool cleaning equipment. How about this lovely little kind of garden section, little garden ornaments and decorations and stuff. So your kind of things like fillers and bits and bobs. So, you know, very reminiscent to kind of a B&Q or something over in the UK, I suppose. Gardening equipment here. And if you can't see what's on display, you know, if you can't see what you want, then as I say, there's 3 or 4 guys in here, Spanish spoken, English spoken, and they're ever so helpful. I just thought it might be nice for you to see. You see these places from the frontage and stuff, but you don't really get an idea when you're driving past, especially if you're over on viewings and things, of what's on the interiors. The lighting section, all your light bulbs and bits and bobs. You could be tempted to go and buy your light bulbs cheap from the Chinese shop. I wouldn't advise it because they explode normally within 30 seconds. But hey, they were very cheap. Yeah, the good old Chinese store, electrical products, great value. Wow, you've even got a cookware section, look at that. Household cleaning products, bin bags, look, you've even got aluminium foil and cling film and all that sort of stuff over here. And in that aisle, you've got all the kind of detergents and spray cleaners and things like that. So anything to do with the house, DIY, cleaning, gardening, etc., you can pick up in this fantastic shop. So finally, within the store, you've got a kind of more hardware section, the more heavy duty stuff, the sands, the cements, all the kind of heavy gear, I suppose, plasters and things like that. So full service hardware store. So I've just come onto the forecourt. We're coming towards the end of the industrial estate on this side. I hope I don't get into too much trouble for revealing all our little village secrets or town secrets, but this is one of our local garages, Mora Oil. And often you find in the garages, I've seen it in Italy and France as well as Spain, but you've got a fantastic cafe bar restaurant here. It's open on the Saturday and the Sunday. Very popular watering hole because the food is excellent, but of course it's a garage. You can pick up gas bottles, and at the back of it you've got car washes, hoovers, so a car valet. You could even actually ask the girls in there, they do a full car valet service as well. So a real little gem and a nice place to have in. So what I'm going to do now is just drive over to the other side of the industrial estate to have a look at what's over there and talk through it. It's literally just a short hop from where I was walking, but the main road divides the two sides and there's no pedestrian walkway, so although you can kind of cross over on foot, it's really taking your life in your hands. So as you can see just in front of me there, that's the main road now back into Albox, and then there's another little slip road here going up onto the opposite side of the industrial estate. I'll probably try and stop at a couple of places. As I said, there's some excellent bars and cafes and stuff along here, so I'll try and stop in one of those. But just to give you an idea, this is a stoneworks and then a fantastic car body shop just there on my left hand side. This massive building, it is more like a small town once you get inside, is our local plumbers merchants, where you can get everything: bath, central heating systems, pool equipment, peluquera, estetica, so beauty parlour and hairdressing. Now, one of the most beautiful furniture shops here, Linea Nueva. Go in there, you've got absolutely amazing couches, beds, beautiful furniture, ornaments that can all be purchased as well. Valkyria, fantastic Spanish bar, does wonderful food and tapas, and this is where I'm going to probably try and stop in. La Casita, one of my favourites. We'll pop back there in a minute. Then here you've got a big kind of haulage yard and lorry mechanics. This is a stone processing, so that's all big chunks of marble there that they make into kind of cement and a render of plaster. Don't waste any of it. If I carry on this road straight down to the bottom, there's a massive market. We've done a film before, Los Llanos Market, on a Saturday, which is well worth having a watch if you haven't seen it already. And in that area there's an amazing Chinese restaurant, Asian restaurant, so Webley's Rodriguez, I showed you from the other side of the road. Fantastic, again, furniture store, builders, merchants. In Dallocio, our local garden furniture store. And then just on the left here, Harley's. You can see there's a nice car park, so let's have a wander and see if I can do a little bit of filming inside of Harley's. So very kindly, Rachel and Rennie have let me come into the inside of Harley's. Fantastic, as I say, well-renowned music venue, but the food in here is amazing, as are the cocktails. To be honest, I've had better cocktails in here than I've often got at many of the beach bars, and a lot less expensive. The food, I can't obviously film people, they're all people behind me having their dinner and all that sort of stuff. I can't film them. We've arranged it so everyone's sitting to the right-hand side, so I don't get anyone in shock, because I don't want to disturb their dinners. But just really to give you a little insight as to what's inside. They've got two fantastic gigs coming up in the next couple of weeks. You've got Harmony Duo down here and another duet, MK2. And there's the Mother's Ruin section, which has been my downfall on many an occasion. Yeah, so right next door to Harley's, you've got the fantastic Andalusian, and they've been kind enough. I've asked if I can just have a wander in again, and it's been brilliant how everybody's welcomed us in today. Just to give you a little kind of idea of what's available inside here. An absolute treasure trove in terms of patio furniture, garden furniture, accessories. So let's have a little wander around, and I hope you enjoy it. So as you can see, coming in through the door, just absolutely beautiful. Lots of rattan effect patio sets and stuff, dining tables and things like that. I think it's a fair comment to say probably 30%, if not higher, of all the garden furniture that you see on wonderful villas in Arboleas has probably come from here. An absolutely fantastic place and very good prices, high quality product. You can see down here a whole range of fire pits, which are very popular at the moment. Different styles of patio sets and stuff. Very nice, high quality wood furniture section, cabinets, side tables, that sort of thing. The Vital sun umbrellas. Again, every standard. You can even get one here that the lights come on when you clap your hands. And the sets range from every single size available, I suppose. Beautiful sun lounges here. And then coming down to the end of the store, you've got a very good barbecue grilling section. Check this one out. Wow. famous grill stream, wasn't that on Dragons then? I can't remember. There's a bit of kit. So yeah, come on over. If you find somewhere wonderful to live or a holiday home or etc., then this is where you're probably going to make a beeline for to get your fantastic outside furniture, terrace furniture and that sort of thing. I'm sure Dave and the team down here will be more than happy to welcome you. So as promised, I've made a little pit stop at La Casita. I don't know whether I can go in and film yet, but I'm going to give it a little try just to show you what's going on. I don't know if you can see from here, a hugely popular bar, restaurant, pizzeria, tapas, amazing food, full pizza menu. But look at the number of cars. This is now, okay, we're looking at 3 o'clock Spanish time, but this is hugely popular, not just with the expats and the tourists, but the Spanish clientele. I think because the food and the tapas and the welcome in there is just absolutely outstanding. One of my favourite little bar restaurants in the whole of Arboleas, I have to say. So I've come into the interior. I mean, it's absolutely buzzing in here and no surprise. Let's have a look at the selection of tapas. It's a full restaurant, so you can basically get wonderful steaks and a fabulous menu del dia, which is why it's so popular. The Spanish guys, I can't do too much filming inside the restaurant because obviously it's fully occupied at the moment. You know, look at this lovely platos combinados, which is chicken chips and a slice of lemon on the side. And you come round here, you've got an amazing restaurant. Some of the tables are empty, so I can give you a little bit of the interior. I'm not going to film people's faces. And then you come through this way. Voila. Just come out the little door there, and again, this is, I think, one of the reasons why this wonderful bar restaurant is really popular. You've got this fantastic outside terrace out the back here. I mean, the views aren't wonderful, but it's lovely and shaded in the evening, and you can come out and have the most amazing food. Big beer garden, I suppose. So again, another one of Arboleas' best kept secrets, and now you know all about it. And hope you can get over soon and kind of enjoy it. I can see that the travelling side is still an absolute bloody disaster with no sense at all. So when you guys can get back, we don't really know at this stage, but hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. And we very much look forward to seeing you here. So driving on back over now to heading in the direction of the main town centre. I'll get back on the foot in a minute, but it's a fairly long walk from the industrial area there that we've just come to. You can see the Carril bar restaurant up there on the hill, one of our favourites. Again, we filmed that in the last one, so I'm not going to pop back in there today. So around the famous 3 roundabouts, and we're virtually back coming now into the town. See the lovely backdrop of the hills over there. Always a nice welcome when you're coming home to see those as the backdrop. Mate, it's absolutely cooking. We're up at 25 degrees. How beautiful. Blue skies, uninterrupted sunshine. A little bit of a breeze, so it's quite nice because we're keeping fairly cool filming this for you. Pull up here and then do a little bit of walking going back towards the town. So back on the foot now, and I've made a deliberate stop here. This is a fantastic cafe called Aroma. When we did the last video back in Feb or March, unfortunately it was closed, but now it's reopened. So what I'm going to do is go in there and see again if the guys will welcome us in and say hello and tell us a little bit about their business. So let's do a little about turn and let's go and say hi and see if we can do a little bit of filming. Now to come into Aroma, and we're going to meet Enrico and Thomas, who are the owners, but you can see one of their fantastic menu boards here. And hi guys, how are you?
Hello. Hi there. Well, how are you doing? I'm Enrico, this is Thomas, this is Aroma, and as you can see, this is what we do, and everything is freshly homemade every day, and we hope to see you soon.
Do you still do your amazing cream teas?
We do high teas, cream teas, and yes.
A fantastic breakfast?
Breakfast breakfast, obviously. Yes.
And you make the bread fresh, I believe.
Yes, we do our own bread.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a focaccia. So.
Honestly, guys, I've eaten in here before, so I can attest to this. The food is absolutely amazing, and if it's still on the menu, try the Welsh rarebit because it's to die for. So literally a stone's throw and a very easy wander down from the wonderful Aroma that we've just been into. You've got another, I always keep a favourite bar in Arboleas. There's too many to choose from, but this is genuinely a wonderful favourite. Again, last time we did a film, due to Corona, a lot of the establishments and bars hadn't opened, and this was one of them. So I've stopped off here today, but sadly again it's closed. It is open at the moment and doing good business. I was here just at the weekend, but it's an absolutely fantastic. Anna and Iris and her mum, wonderful food, great welcome, often some music going on, and a wonderful shade. It's a proper Andalusian terrace bar. I'll just show you around on the inside of the courtyard so you can get an idea. So yeah, nestled away on one of the main roads going into Arboleas centre, and it literally sits down below street level, so it's very difficult to spot from the car. But you can see here, Bar Cortico Andalus. It's an old reformed Cortico, very nice, welcoming but cool interior, and then this fantastic terrace bar out the front, and they've actually got sun awnings. I don't know if you can see them there. So in the summer days, those are absolutely essential. But every time we come here, food's absolutely fantastic. Of course, the usual great wines, beers and spirits, and always a really warm welcome. So continuing on down in the direction of Arboleas centre, typical on cue. Every time I start play, someone starts up a power tool or a dog will bark, but hey, that's the normal. You're used to that by now. So I'm just coming up to now, I suppose, a real hub of the village, a real lifeline, especially during the crisis. The wonderful Coviran supermarket run by Lola and her fantastic team. It is open at the moment, but I'm not going to go and film in there. I kind of don't like to see people filming them while they're doing their shopping and stuff. But what a fantastic little supermarket. I mean, it does specialise. There's a lot of English products on sale in there, and yes, they certainly have become more expensive, of course, because the cost to import them now after Brexit has caused an increase in the prices. But a fantastic butcher, fresh, amazing fresh bread every single day, and you know, a whole array of good supermarket products all on our doorstep. Passing on past them, you've got the Hostel Maison, a very big, an iconic site as you enter Arboleas. It's been here for all the time I've lived here. It's a hotel come restaurant bar, very reasonable accommodation, and when we used to have clients coming over for viewings and stuff, many of them used to stay here because you can wander downstairs and just have a fantastic meal and a nice bit of lunch because you've got the restaurant downstairs. So we haven't even got into the town centre yet, and you can already see how many bars have we stopped at, how many small shops, how many great businesses have we called into, and we've barely touched the surface. So a small town we may be, but we've certainly got an abundance of great amenities and facilities all on our doorstep, you know, either within walking distance or a 5-10 minute drive maximum. We haven't even touched on the amazing walking and the proximity to the coast and all that sort of thing. So let's head on over the new bridge now. We'll do that on foot, and then I'll show you a little bit of that. It's a fantastic walking route if you like your exercise and stuff in the morning. So let's get over there and have a look. So I've made it on down now to what is known in, well, we call it locally the new bridge, because anyone who knows Arboleas and all of its businesses before, many years ago we had a very small single lane bridge, which we've still got, the old bridge. And then many years after I moved here, we got a fantastic, very wide new bridge. But my favourite feature about this new bridge is it's got beautifully, as you can see behind me here, prepared walking tracks. And any of you who've watched a number of our videos, this is well known to you because I do my daily winter Dolly the dog walk, and this is on the route, which is a lovely easy stroll, and I kind of meet loads of Spanish people in the mornings, or a couple of expats, English guys walking the dog, just taking some exercise. Absolutely incredible day today weather-wise. I mean, we're in late spring now, so all the oranges of fruit had been harvested and the blossoms have gone, but it's still wonderfully lush and green. I don't know if you can see me here, see behind me. Got lovely seating area, and often if you walk along here in the evening, then you'll see lots of people just sitting, enjoying the sun going down. chilling out. What I can't show you on this film, unfortunately, is just as there's some fantastic walking routes here all around the town that have been, you know, purpose built so we can come out and have a stroll and be safe. There's some fantastic cycling routes as well. Lots of keen cyclists are here, from total amateurs up to kind of semi-pro level. Motorcycling groups as well that kind of meet over in the town. So we're heading over the new bridge now in the direction of the town centre. It'll go onto the front street, Avenida Andalusia, which is where we have our office, and I'll pick up the filming from there. But hey, not a bad vista to start the working day. So picking up onto Avenida Andalusia, I suppose the front street, if you like, of Arboleas town, and every Saturday morning there's a market that runs along this frontage and also continues into the street behind. What I'm going to do now is point the camera front facing, and we'll take a look at the kind of businesses and little bars and stuff that are here in the town centre. We won't be going to all of them because we featured many of them on the video we did 2 months before, but again, it's good for you to see a contrast. We've come from the industrial estate outside of the town, and we're now coming into the town centre just to have a look at what's available there. So yeah, first shop coming in on this side on the left is Ali Cyber, mobile phone shop, excellent little shop for the town. Pick up SIM cards, fantastic mobile phones, absolutely wonderful. And then one of our favourite bars, Malones there. We didn't stop in there the last time, so I'm going to go in and do a bit of filming if it's okay this morning. Absolutely amazing coffee, fantastic to have this on the doorstep there. The coffee is absolutely superb, wonderful snacks, but just as importantly, always a friendly welcome from Nadia or Yasmin, who are working in there. Following along, you've got the fantastic Palmera, Tony's bar with Tony and Packy. Wonderful sandwiches, great food. Chips in there, fantastic as well, but we filmed in there in depth the last time, so we won't pop in there today. So let's go and say hi to Nadia if she's around. Have a look what's inside. So wandering on here into Cafeteria Malones, Nadia's place, Nadia and Yasmin. So you've got some wonderful tables and chairs all sitting outside, so if you like to bask in the sunshine you can. But then you've got this wonderful covered terrace, which I must be honest, the Spanish much prefer because they don't want to sit out. Hiya Nadia, how are you?
Hello Richard, I'm fine.
I'm good, thank you. They don't want to sit out in the sunshine all day. Hola Josefina.
Hello Richard.
So let's have a look on the inside as well. Not the biggest of bars, but you know, I've been here in before COVID times. We used to have karaoke and party nights in here, and just an amazing atmosphere. I'm sure that'll be back again soon. So some idea of the interior, but on Saturday's market day, always heaving in here. The famous coffee machine. We've got TVs and what you can't see now, an amazing sound system, so when it's party time and back when times were great, amazing parties in here. So a very good stop. If you're coming down to Arboleas, do pop in and say hi. I'm sure you'll be really welcome. So coming along from the wonderful Malones and Nadia and Yasmin, who you've just met, we're coming along the entire frontage now, and this is where we've got our office, Khalida Homes, here just on the corner. So very much hope if you obviously make it to Arboleas, you'll appreciate the videos we've done to show you our wonderful town. And if you're looking for a holiday property or a nice home here, then you'll come and give us a shout and we get to meet you in person. But what I'm going to do, look, I'm just going to do a little kind of turn around here and go back. There's another well hidden little secret, but we've got the fantastic Ovi's gymnasium. You can't see it from the street, so what I thought I'd do is take you into the building. It's part of our overall office building, if you like, but at the back Ovi has opened up a fantastic gym. See the sign there, Gimnasio Arboleas. So let's wander in there and have a look and see what's going on. So yeah, the entrance just off of Avenida Andalusia. Come into the building. You can hear Obi shouting there now. The gym here, absolutely fantastic. Obi, an amazing personal trainer. He does aerobic, he does rehabilitation, workouts. He's also, during COVID, been doing live streams, and I think that's probably what's going on at the moment. People from the safety of their own homes join him in the gym, and he gives them a full workout. So boxing here, everything. By Obi. Fantastic gym. And he's putting all this together for the people who are joining in for the comfort of their own home. How fantastic. Great facilities. I'll leave over the keys for anyone who lives in the village. There's a lot to thank you for. Amazing trainer. Have a good morning, mate. So back onto Avenida Andalusia, and I'm going round the corner from my office now to what we still call the old square, the church square. We filmed this area before, but there's a couple of shops on here we didn't go into. Salon Buen Precio, which we'll go in a minute, and our great tobacconist and off-licence, Andreas' place. We did film in Sassy Casa, so please have a look back at the last film. Yeah, I'm just wandering now into the old square. Got the fantastic Pablo's bar in front of me, which we'll see in a minute. Wonderful sports bar, very popular, especially on the Friday evenings and the Saturday evenings. A great atmosphere, lots of mixed, Spanish clients in there and English clients. Got an excellent darts team that play out of there. Now in the shaded old square here with the church just behind me. Just taking a wander around here. Now, there's lots of routes. We're going to go out in a minute to the top of the town when we've spoken to a couple of people down here. And there's lots of routes. You can go up the front of the village to the left and around the back, or as I do most mornings, kind of walk up through the little narrow streets and steps. I'll take us up one of those just to show you what they're like. Let's hop backwards there and let's go and take a look at our fantastic tobacconist and off-licence. So much wonderful stuff on sale here. He's got a photo machine there that you can print out your pictures and stuff off disc. Sells cards. We've got a birthday party coming up this Friday, and we came in here and bought one of his wonderful handbags. So, a tobacconist, yes, but certainly not just a tobacconist. Excellent gift shop and a fantastic selection. Wines, spirits, even some of the more rare ones here. You can get the kind of fairly obscure stuff like tequila roses and all this kind of stuff, one of my favourites. And Andreas and his family are absolutely superb, but give you amazing advice. So if you want to kind of try out vaping or this sort of stuff, they'll spend a lot of time pointing you in the right direction. He's a connoisseur of the wine, so he knows a good one from a bad one. Just a fantastic little store to have within our community, and being an absolute godsend. Camped as essential, so they were able to open during the COVID pandemic. And wow, what a lifesaver. So one along from the to back, if you like, is Ruben's wonderful Solo Buen Precio, good price. What a fantastic store. We'll just have a wander in there. I'll keep the camera down at the moment because I don't know if there's customers in, but basically a real lifesaver again during Corona. Ruben had to open the store. He counted as a supplier of essential goods, but you can get wonderful everything, beauty products, hair colouring stuff, house cleaning products, fresh bread on a daily basis, wonderful baguettes and stuff like that, stationery for the kids, sweets and all that sort of stuff. And it genuinely, this was one of the only shops in the village. We had probably around the supermarket on the other side, but lots of people couldn't drive over to there or walk to that, so having this in the centre of town, absolutely super. And genuinely, as the name suggests, exceptionally good prices. Ruben goes out every day. I've seen him being someone came in the other day asking for a fridge thermometer. He didn't have it. He said, but come back tomorrow, and he had one for her tomorrow. So, absolutely superb, very personal service. Not somewhere you're going to come and do your weekly shop, I appreciate, but run out of things during the week, bits and bobs and stuff like that, then a great place to come. So you might have noticed from the last film, I'm sporting a very nice new haircut that I'm chuffed to bits with, one of the best haircuts I've had in years. And this is where I came, Farrow's, ladies hairdresser Julie, and then also Oliver, the gentleman's barber. So they very kindly agreed again, we can go and have a look in there. You have to book an appointment because these guys are understandably busy. Hi Oliver, how are you, mate?
Hi, you alright?
Someone in the chair. And Julie at the end there doing the ladies, but yeah, got a haircut in here the other day, absolutely chuffed a bit with it, it's fabulous. Haven't had such a nice haircut in years, so that's genuine. But yeah, you must book in advance because it's very, very busy, understandably. So we'll leave these guys to get their haircuts and beard trims and stuff in peace. Have a nice day, guys. See you later.
See you later.
So you've met some great guys there in their shops and cafes and stuff, and genuinely we're blessed to have all these guys on our doorsteps here and just providing us with great facilities, great services. So what I'm doing now, as promised, is this is kind of one of my walking, there's little pathways that lead up all through the centre of town. I've just come up past Pablo's Terrace there, and this is what it's like in an authentic Spanish town. Lots of nice uphills. You wouldn't believe it because you've seen the size of some of these streets, but there's garages and stuff like that. Not on this next one I'm coming up, this is literally just a pedestrian footpath. And it's a little bit of a maze, but take a slow pace and it takes us literally up to the top of the town and the town hall square, where I'll do a little bit more filming. I don't know if you can pick up here, these are authentic Spanish townhouses, often very large. Just look at the entranceway of this one behind me. As you can see the size of it. Not a bad little pied a terre, is it? Townhouse. And again, you can't see any of this really from the car. You have to get out on foot and start your walking. So that last little pathway there just winds me round in a kind of semicircle, and I'm now walking up the side of the church. Not so bad, fairly level here, but this is when it starts to get a bit steep. And there's been lots of building work going on during COVID, over the crisis, you know, refurbs if you like, or modernising parts of the town. And one of the jobs that they've started, nearly finished now, is this. I'm walking up a new solid marble stairway. I understand it's going to have a central handrail and all that sort of stuff, but that hasn't got in yet because they're not quite finished. And I come up to the top of this, and this brings me up to the back of the town hall. So we'll take a wander on up there and do a little bit more filming from there. So I've come up there on the wonderful little pathway through the centre of the town. I've just passed the town hall and the town hall square behind me. I'm walking up on this nice palm-lined driveway, if you like, or walkway. I've come this way deliberately. When we did the last film here, a new vets practice had just opened in the town, ABC Vets. Carol the vet there and Martina on reception. Absolutely fantastic addition to the town. We hadn't had a vet here before, so I think you'll appreciate lots of people when they're moving over. Obviously it's a priority, find them somewhere nice to live, but their biggest priority after that is looking after their pets welfare, dogs, cats, etc. I've had to bring my own cat here recently, little Oscar, and they looked after him amazingly, very inexpensive, and he's bright as rain now. So what I'm going to do is just take you in, so you can see, you can't miss the building. Sits here at the top, English speaking, and just a fantastic facility to have now in the town. So let's wander in and see if Carol and Martina will say hi. So coming into reception here of ABC, you can see spotlessly clean. You've got all the animal foods over here, weighing scales, and look, panning round, this is the reception area. Hi Martina, sitting over there. Oh, and Carol the vet as well, just to say hi. But as I said before, I bought one of my moggies in here, cats, recently, and amazing job. They couldn't be more caring, absolutely fantastic. He's at home now, very, very well indeed, and thanks to these guys. So come, if you're living in Arboleas or you're coming over and you're bringing your pets, then it's lovely to have this place on your doorstep. So going to finish today's drive around Arboleas, coming up here to the top of the town to, I have to say, you know, one of my favourite bar restaurants in the village. Been here as long as I have, the Azabachi. an Arboleas institution. And look, you know, I'm sure you'll appreciate, guys, if you watch this film and the last film, we've still only scratched the surface. There's loads more little shops, loads more little bars and restaurants and stuff and things going on here in Arboleas. So not the biggest town, we fully appreciate, but we have an awful lot of stuff going on our doorstep or very close by, and we haven't even touched really the beach areas today and the golf courses and all this stuff. So very much hope you've enjoyed this film, and let's go and have a wander into the Azabachi. We're coming on up here, getting ready for the lunch sitting. I'm a bit early. You can see fantastic terrace. Many of our clients at Casita Homes, we have our annual Christmas parties here in which people that have just arrived or new people that have moved in are always welcome, and they're kind of an institution every year at Christmas, but 19th, 20th of December usually, and we have them outside here on the terrace, which gives you an idea of what the kind of weather's like. So let's have a little pan here around the terrace to give you the full extent. Not just a fantastic bar and restaurant, but also a hotel. When we have people coming over on viewings a lot, they often stay here and have a wonderful welcome and enjoy themselves. And you know it's good because they often, when they come back again or family come over, they repeat book. And the drinks here inside and from Ankel. Hola Ankel.
Hola.
¿Qué tal?
Hola chicos.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Honestly, this is closed down at the moment because obviously this is not the busy time of day, but you can see very, very large restaurant and bar. Usually have, and since Corona's kind of started to dwindle, we're allowed to have kind of social events and music now. So every Sunday, the Azabachi are back to having kind of entertainment, and it will be a full house every Sunday. Famous as well for what we call the Azabachi measures. Don't have any more than 2 gin and tonics or rum and cokes here, as you'll be falling down the stairs. They're famous. So what a nice finishing point there up at the Azabachi, and hope to be back there soon enjoying some of their fantastic hospitality. Wandering back now towards the town hall, we're going to walk down to the office and finish up there. I hope that you've enjoyed meeting some of our friends, the locals, business owners, shop owners, and getting to know a little bit more about our fantastic town here, Arboleas. And we hope that, you know, we know still the travel restrictions, what a bloody mess they are. You know, first you can fly on March the 30th and it's April the 30th, now it's the end of May, and just if these bloody politicians could stop their backbiting and constant bickering and point scoring, perhaps we could start to see some light at the end of the tunnel. You know, things are getting more back to normal here. The bars are open, as I say, entertainment is coming back online. We are able to get out, and we are now allowed to travel all over Andalusia fairly freely, but we are still, you know, the town is still suffering greatly, as are all the coastal towns and all the towns locally, from the lack of you guys, you know, the visitors being able to get over, especially from the UK, Belgium, France. We're just missing you dreadfully here in the town. So fingers crossed there's some light at the end of the tunnel, that you'll be back over soon, and we can't wait to see you all. And of course, if you're looking for a property here, please do appreciate that during the pandemic, Casita Homes, myself and the team there have been trying our best to keep you updated with what's going on, and to also show you what awaits when you arrive and what we've got in our wonderful location. So hopefully, if you are coming over to look for a property or to buy a holiday home, etc., you'll consider giving us a call, and appreciate that we've kept you informed. If you've enjoyed today's film and you've liked what you see, please keep a lookout, because we're posting lots more in the very near future. Do of course subscribe, please send us a comment, we'll get back to you, and hasta pronto. See you soon, guys.